Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Um, Arlene here from AFR001. I'm ready to just get on with today's session and apologies for starting 2 minutes late. Um, thing with technology is that sometimes you plan. Apologies for starting 2 minutes late. Sorry, let me just. Thing with technology is that sometimes so many things here seem to be all over the place. But yeah, so as I was saying, apologies for starting 2 minutes late. Sometimes you plan and you do your best to be here on time, but for some reason, you know, things just go sometimes south. So I apologize for coming on here late, but I'm excited to take you through today's session. As I said, my name is Aline. I am a digital marketing specialist or professional, if you like. And I just want to take you through things that we have talked about before. One of the reasons we keep doing these sessions is so that we can remind you what is required or what you need to do as you journey towards giving yourself a chance or a shot with the online business. So I see not very many people have joined yet. We haven't even reached quorum yet, so I don't know where other people are. I'm hoping they'll join us in a minute or so. Please add audio. Okay, that's strange. Please confirm if you guys can hear me. Okay, let me just see where the problem could be. Okay. Um, I'd like my moderator, we need to let me know if you guys can hear me. I've seen a request to add audio, so I'm not sure. Is it my volume? Because if it's my volume, I can just try and increase that as well. But I really hope everything is okay. Please, someone confirm so that I go on knowing full well that we are okay. Yeah, so I'll just start. Thanking you for joining and reading out some of the people who are here with us today. So one is Simon Ahago. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I will start by thanking you guys for joining. Apologies for all these uh, interruptions. We have a bit of some issues here on the ground, but I think they're being fixed and we should be better off. So thank you for confirming that you can hear me. So I'll go again. Thank you, Simon, for joining us. Thank you, Pamela, for joining us. Thank you, Eric Odhiambo. I see you for joining us. Please, if you're joining us today, just put your comment in the section for the chat, and I should be able to give you a shout out right there. We have Lydia Barry. Lydia, I believe you're from Mom's Bakery, if I'm not wrong. So thank you for joining. And then let me see if there's anyone else. Okay. Pam, I have really tried to increase my volume. I don't know whether it's working. Uh, Others say they can hear me loud and clear, so maybe you are in a noisy place or some space that has a bit of background noise. If so, if you can move away from that, then maybe you will hear me better. But I did get a comment that I needed to increase my volume, so I have done my best to do that because I also don't want to shout at you, you people of the internet. I don't want to shout at you because it will be it will be interesting me yelling over a screen, yeah. And then I also see we have Farida Juma. Farida, karibu sana. Guys, today is that day where I will be switching from Swahili and English for the sake of Farida, who has also joined us today. So when I switch to Kiswahili, just go with me, guys. Just go with me. Then I have Lydia from Bystar Limited. Thank you, Lydia, for making the time to be with us today. So, as I was saying, that today we will be um, sort of reviewing or going over material that we have probably gone through before. So I'll try and put more emphasis on things that we haven't talked about as much. And I have an interesting theory today. Our topic for today is, as you can see from the title below, use marketing tools and social media to grow your business online. Guys, many of us are not using social media. I have noticed, despite us, going over our sessions and me, preparing modules that we have gone through before. I have noticed that not everybody is using it. So the few who are, I'd like to hear your success stories here on the chat box. So please feel free to comment and let us know, how social media has helped you this far. Just the other day, one of All right. Farida says she understands English, so we can proceed. But I'd like to make it all inclusive so that everybody's okay. Because I know also people understand Swahili, so we can do that interchangeably. And hopefully, I will be able to deliver at the end of the day. So, as I was saying, when people are using social media, sometimes they don't really think about some of the things that we 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 teach or we share. So I'd like to hear some of the success stories that you've had. And I was trying to give an example that lately or recently there was somebody who did not have social media at all, at all, at all. So we started by getting them an Instagram page, and she sent a message. There's a way you can customize a message from Instagram, and you send to your WhatsApp contacts and ask them to follow you, right? And when they did, she had this massive requests coming her way. People, because she sells home decor items, and people were coming and were like, I love how you do that, I love how you make that. And she was able to get feedback on some of the things that people need. And just the other day, I think it was on Wednesday or Tuesday, either no, it was on Tuesday, because Wednesday was yesterday, it was on Tuesday. She was letting me know that she so I asked her to send a care package to somebody who happens to be an influencer, and just that day she sold out on all the things that she had. So those are some of the examples of using social media, and it requires such a consistent um, kind of approach, so that it's not something you do today and then you rest for 2 months, then you come back again. It will need you to keep doing it over and over. So I will try and put more emphasis on that so that you can sort of see what I mean. And I will show examples, hopefully, of some of the businesses that we have here today, uh, and even others that are outside, for you to see what this looks like, in a normal world. So I'll just go right ahead and start presenting my slides. So I'll just share. Sorry, guys, I disappeared there for a second. My internet just shut down. Sorry about that. I hope you guys can hear me and see me clearly. So I was just about to start sharing my screen. So let me do that again. so that it can be in full screen mode. So I'll just wait to hear if. Let me see. Can you guys see me now? I hope you can. I'll just hold on a second to see a confirmation from you guys so that I can proceed. Mm, apologies. I can see feedback from your end telling me that you were seeing a dark screen, but I believe I should be back on now. So just let me know a confirmation, a thumbs up, a comment on the chat would be nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So our topic for today is use marketing tools and social media to grow your business. I already believe that some of you have your way around it. You already know what to do. You already, have sort of started doing what is expected as far as growing your online presence is concerned. But today we try and give you a bit more clarity and a bit more direction on that. So just to also let you know that Winnie Anastasia, she's in the chat section. So if you have any comment, any question, any problem that you might be experiencing, she'll be there to help you and support you throughout this session. She's my moderator for the day, and she will be giving you some of materials that we will be requiring you to use even after this session, and some places for you to sign up and proceed with us. Even after this session. So we'll be able to touch base and see how best we can help and support you, both here on this presentation as well as in the chat section. So feel free to interact with her there. And thank you very much, Winnie, for being here and for taking us through this particular part of our session. So I'll just go right ahead into this presentation. So as I said, our topic is use marketing tools and social media to grow your business. We're going to talk about the GMB bit. I know we've talked about GMB quite a bit, but I would like you to notice how it keeps popping up because it's such an important part of your business. And many of us have not optimized our pages. Right now, as we are in this session, just type the name of your business and see how it appears if you have never done that. How it appears is totally up to you. You are in control of that, so you can do something about it. So I hope that I might be able to highlight a few things here and there so that you can go right ahead and add some of the information that I would have shared with you today. Then, secondly, we will talk about how you can plan your digital marketing strategy. Then, number three, we will talk about how you can leverage social media channels and email marketing. So, I know I've asked you these questions number over and over again, like, what tools have you used before? And I know some of the answers here will be, say, social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok. Actually, today I'm curious, how many of us are on TikTok? I'd like to see your comments in the comment section. Somebody let me know if you're on TikTok or if you have used TikTok for business. Let me know how you have done it. So I'll leave a second or two for you to just share with me in the chat section. So we have very many platforms. So as I wait for you guys to reply about this TikTok situation, so we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn, we have Snapchat, the famous TikTok. We have what is it called? We have in a Pinterest, where you can get inspirations for some of the things that you've been looking to do or to experience with your business. So for me, I am mostly concerned with ways that can make you as a business more visible. So that's why you'll hear me talk about things like Instagram, things like Facebook, things like LinkedIn, and now TikTok, because it's becoming very clear that TikTok can be one of the ways that people can grow. You find that somebody is on TikTok and has millions of views. Yeah. So how many million people have seen her who could be your potential, client? So let me know. I'm waiting to hear from you guys. I know these afternoon sessions can be a lot because maybe people have just had lunch. People like me. When I say people, I mean me. So I am really here pulling you guys with me along so that we can get our session today. So let me know. I don't want you guys to really necessarily answer this question, but my question specifically is, have you tried or attempted to use TikTok? If so, how? Do we have references? Personally, I am on TikTok. I dance a lot there. Please don't go and look for me because it will be very funny. So I dance a lot, and then also most of my videos are private, so only me can see them. So I have tried to learn a bit. So I've become better at using it in terms of things like transitions and all that. But it has been really such a fun space to work with. So you guys, if you're not responding, that means you're not on TikTok. So it is okay. I'm encouraging us to join TikTok after this. Hopefully you'll be able to see why I'm encouraging you to do that. So the first thing we were talking about is setting up and optimizing GMB. I won't, go into these slides one by one because we have talked about GMB so many times. This is Google Business Profile now. It used to be called Google My Business a long time ago, but now it's Google Business Profile. I believe you already know what it is. You know what is GMB. It's the Google listing that you use for when people search for your business. That's the result they get, and it has the special feature of the Google Maps and all. So I think we already have an idea of what Google My Business is. So some of the ways to engage with your customers on Google for free would be to attract customers with a great business profile. So that means you post photos and offers to your profile to show what makes your business unique. Give customers a reason to choose you every time. Then give customers more ways to reach you. Your customers are ready to connect by calling, messaging, or leaving reviews. With more ways to transact, you can do more business. So give them a way that they can reach you. Is it a number? Is it an email? Is it, even the location of your shop, perhaps? Then see how customers connect with your business by how much they click, how much they call, how much they message you. Do they book to visit, or do they book or schedule things like that? So this is how you can engage with your customers on Google Business Profile. I know we've talked about this so many times, and I don't want really to take so much time there because there's so many other slides I'd like us to share. So here is the processes of creating a Google Business Profile, which by now you all are listed on Google Business Profile. So I believe it's not necessarily a challenge. So that is adding the name of your business, choosing the category that best fits your business, adding your location, your contact details, and finally you will be able to at least have that information present. So just a side note, if you were to set up your Google Business Profile today, it's important for you to know that things like the name of the business, the category of the business, and the location should be things that you don't touch, because when you have set up a business today, you need to be very accurate about the data or the information that you're providing, because if you say input a wrong uh, piece of information, then you're leading people astray. And the reason I'm saying you don't touch it is because when every time you keep changing, say your business location or your business name or the category, it looks very fishy. It looks like you are doing things that can qualify to be fraud. So you do not change some of these things often. So you leave them. That's why you're required to fill them accurately and correctly. Make sure the spelling is correct. Make sure that everything entailing your Google Business Profile is correct, so that at no point will you need to change. So unless say you have opened another branch, or you say have changed location. Maybe you used to be Nairobi, and then your partner in life relocates to another city, and then now you decide all of you will go to that city, and you decide you're going to start that business there. Unless that's the case, of which it's not those things that happen overnight. So in the occasion that say you need to change your location or any of those three items I have mentioned, it is best to contact, say, a Google business partner to try and help you go about it. So in this case, you have us to contact. In other cases, because when you try to do it yourself, chances are your account may get flagged, because then the communication there could be that this person is changing their location. Why are they doing anything that looks like fraud, or especially within a very short period of time? So these are some of the elements of setting up a Google business profile. Then verification processes, which I don't think you guys really need, because most of you have already been verified and have Google business profiles. Again, my question to you is, do you even have access to your Google business profile? Have you ever gone on there to upload anything, or have you ever tried to do anything on your Google business profile? That's one of the things that you probably need to be doing in the course of this program with us. Yeah. So verification is done by us in this case, so you don't need to worry about it. So these are some of the processes that go into verification. You guys have not had to go through this, because most of you, we supported you through this process, so you don't need to think very hard about it. So there are many ways to get verified. You can apply it for yourself and get verified, or you can use Google Business Partners, and they're able to help you do that. A complete Google My Business listing is important, they say, because of the following data that has been presented there. We have 2.7 times of the time. Um, People are more likely to be considered trustworthy if they are found on Google Business Profile, and then 75% are more likely to attract location visits if they're listed on Google My Business, and then 50% are more likely to have a lead that will become eventually a purchase, right? So this is why you should be on Google My Business Profile, or better yet, this is why you should go ahead and optimize your profile. So if your profile is not optimized, or if you have a GMB listing that you have never looked at, you have never added a photo of, you have never even asked anybody to put a review, you are trading on dangerous ground, and it's important for you to, take advantage of the fact that it's a platform where you can freely navigate and freely make the changes that you'd like to make. So here are some of the things to consider when you're managing your Google business profile: things like photos, the location, things like reviews and response from your clients, information that is updated. Say you changed your number. Actually, a very good example: have you ever tried to search for a business online, and then you make a phone you get a phone number there, you call, and the number is out of service? Just recently, I was trying to call a certain hotel, I won't mention the name, a certain hotel in Nairobi, because I needed to find out some information. And these people, the number that is on their profile, and they're a very big hotel, one of these five stars, right? So the number that is on their profile never goes through. Every time you call, it tells you this number is out of service, this number is out of service. So they're doing an injustice to themselves by not updating that phone number, because they'll keep missing out on clients. Maybe I was going to be a potential client, and it was during this Valentine season. So imagine how determined I was to do business with them. But now, because the phone number was wrong, I was not able to get the information I wanted, and therefore I moved on to a different facility. So those are some of the things that you need to do: updating information constantly. Uh, I don't know how many of you have ever gone to this section where you can put your logo. It's also just there in the Google Business Profile. You can add photos of the products that you have. You can say have a cover photo. So many times people have cover photos that represent, sorry, let me just confirm that you guys are together with me. Perfect. You can see many more people have joined us. Yeah, so you find that in this Google Business Profile, you can add your logo, which is a unique identifier for your business. So nobody can say steal it, or um, you know miss miss get your business misconstrued, yeah, because you have put a unique identifier, which is your logo. Then you can have this cover photo that has, say, a list of your packages, or a list of, say, the offers that you're running. So, and these are things that you can keep changing over and over and over and over. So I don't know how many of you have that. One of my favorite people in this program, her name is Naomi Wangare. She has I really like what she continues to do with her Google business profile, because every week I see something. I see an update. I see a photo she has put up. I see different things that she keeps putting up there. And just last week she was doing something sort of a survey. I'm not sure whether that has gone up yet, but you can tell that this person is continuously going on over and beyond to try and make herself known. So somebody, I had a call today with one of you who told me they had gone for the financial literacy training yesterday in Nakuru. And he said a statement that really stuck with me and really sat with me. He said, you know, with all the things that you guys have been able to help us with in this program, um, if I fail as a business, it's not because somebody was not there to help me, but it's because I chose not to, do what I was expected to do. So even in this case, if you have a Google business profile and you would like help in, optimizing it, or knowing where and when to do some of these things, just know that I'm available to do that with you. So make sure you reach out to me and tell me, hey, I'd like to do this and this and this on my profile, or I have no idea, how I should go about it. I'll be more than happy to support you in doing it. I think the end goal is for all of us to have Google business profiles that are of a wonderful standard. When somebody goes to look at it, they're like, wow, how can I do this? How can I do this for my business? So remember that when somebody searches for your business online, and I would like to do that practically. So let me just stop sharing my screen. um yeah, so just a second, let me share a new tab. So Eric, I see you in the room. I'll use your business today so that you can see which areas you can, you know improve on as far as your Google business profile is concerned, right? So I don't know, I'm not even sure which business I should use, Eric, because you have to. So let me use MindMax. It's called MindMax Interiors, if I'm not wrong. Is it MindMax Interiors? Hey, Eric, look at me. I'm forgetting the name of your business. There we go. I hope it's the one. I think it's the one. I think it is. Yeah, yeah, definitely is the one. So, Eric, first of all, it's MindMax Innovations Limited. Okay, noted. So that's how you guys listed yourselves, or that was the name you suggested. First, you can see the building that it is in, Veteran House Management. We can see that they close at 7 p.m. They have provided a phone number right there where somebody can reach them. And then when you scroll below, they have a product. So they only have one product. So, Eric, this is an opportunity for you to add more. It is not going to limit you. If you want to put 1 million products, by all means. So, what will happen when you do that is that this right here, I don't know if you can see where I'm circling my mouse, it will change and become, so the photos will now stop showing you pins and streets in Nairobi and start showing the products that are there. And I'd like to follow that up with an example of someone else who I hope you were able to get sorted with the Google Business Profile. So Pam's appears different because Pam has two locations, right? So she has this one. Pam, I hope you can see what I'm sharing. Let me just actually go back there and see. Uh, okay. So Eric says I should use Plutus. Okay, after Pam, I will go ahead and use Plutus, Eric. So Pam has two locations. She has this one in Kimathi Street, Kenwood House, fourth floor, room 44. Guys, look at the precision. So even if I was in town and stuck and I needed to go get my nails done, I will walk right into Pam's shop because she has given all the details. So for example, Eric, with MindMax, if I go to veteran house, for example, I will be lost because I'll keep asking people, why do you know MindMax? And maybe somebody doesn't know the name of your shop. So you start saying place, yeah, interior decor, for example, and then they will, beat their heads and be like, where is that? Or maybe there are 10 places, 10 shops that do interiors, right? So you have to be precise, and I like that. I like what Pam has done with this one. Then the second location is at Kendrill Towers in Westlands, and look at again how specific she was. Southern Wing M3. So again, you will not get lost. if you go to any of her branches. So even without me going into details of, what she has done or what she hasn't done, you can, if I scroll below here, I can already see images here of some of her products, which tells me that she's been able to optimize, her Google business profile. So let me just click on one and see. So this one gives me the map and the profile right there. So you see that? So it even goes ahead to tell me she has, her review out of 5 is 3.5. So that means she's continuously asking people to review. You can see the products, you can see up here we have the time that she closes, she has the phone number right there, and then she also has her products. So Pam, one of the things you can do is here, come here and add your website. So when you click add website, it will give you a place where you put the link. So we've already made a website for you. Put the link of your website there and say, apply. And if someone wants to visit your website, they can be able to do it when and if they find your Google business profile. So when you scroll down, you're able to see, even read some of the reviews. And check out this, guys. She has taken the time to also respond to her reviews. Yes, it was a long time ago, but she has, she took the time to actually respond. And you can see Pam Nail Polish responded to Paloma Navarro. Yeah. So those are some of the things that you need to have in mind when you're talking about Google Business Profile. So I'll just look for Plutus. Um, there it is, Plutus Consulting. Okay, I would not like for it to appear like that. So let me just go back and search for it from here. Plutus Consulting, right there. What is the first thing I see? Their logo, right? And I know it is them because I have seen this logo over and over. So, not first thing that is here is their website. Their website is right here. I can give credit to the Google ads that we have been doing as well, because it allows them to rank quite high. And then I also see their LinkedIn account over here. But the one thing Eric has not done um, is to add the website link over here. So one of the things you can do, Eric, is go back to your Google business profile, and there's a space for putting the website. And when somebody clicks on this part called website, let's click on it and see where it leads us. Oh, he already did. Perfect, Eric. That's a good example. Sorry, I didn't know you had done that already. So you see, when I go to the website, I'm able to see the information when I click on that link. So these are good examples that we can say of a Google business profile that has been optimized. Have they done 100%? Absolutely not. You can always keep doing it. You have one Google review, you can always make it 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I like that you shared, with people, Happy New Year. There's a call to action here, saying call me. There's information here I can already see, and when I scroll, I can continue to see some of the things you've done. So keep adding that information, Eric. Keep improving it and building on it, because the more you do that, the better for you as a business person, because it gives you an opportunity to connect with your people, or with the people that you're talking to online easily. So let me see. So I'll just stop sharing this slide and go to my next slide. I don't know if we have questions, so let me just pause for questions first. So let me stop sharing this. Any questions? Let me go. Pam is saying she's still working on them. I've said so many things, I'm not even sure which part you're responding to, but I'm sure we will touch base and see. I had asked that question about TikTok. Let me see. Esther from Red Spark says she's not yet on TikTok. I don't have a TikTok account, both personal or business. Okay. Um, that's okay. So I'd like to challenge us to have a TikTok account. I think we should do it when you guys come to, the ones who are in Nairobi, when you guys come to this session we'll be having down the road for the financial literacy next week. We can shoot one video together, all of us. I'm willing to do that. So whoever will remind me, we shall shoot a video together. So let me see. Um, Emily says the screen is not visible. Uh, okay. So, guys, sometimes I don't know what you're using, if it's a phone or a laptop, but just go to your YouTube and then on the menu, you see where there is pause, play, volume, whatever, the menu bars at the bottom of the screen. There's a place called settings. So click on settings, then click on quality, then select the highest quality. Select the highest quality, so that whatever it is that I'll be presenting is more clearer when you're viewing it on your phone. So let me know if that helps, Joe and Emily. Let me know if that works for you. So let me go again back to my screen. So just give me a second, guys, so that I can share my screen again. I hope I hope this is helping. I know it's afternoon. I can also feel a bit of the energy in the room. So I hope this kind of helps in a way to give you better understanding. So let me go to my screen again. Uh, Again, feel free to ask any questions. Winnie is with you in the comment section, so she should be able to assist and support you. So since there are no more questions, I'll go to my next part of this presentation, which is plan your digital marketing strategy. So, um, Moms by Carrie, there's something I'm working on for you that I'll be sending. I should have sent it yesterday, but there's a part that I still wanted to work on a bit. So I hope I'm not sure whether it will be easy for me to share this here, but I'd like to so that you guys can understand a bit about this. And this service is available for all of you. It's just that um, there's sometimes because I'm preparing this document for all the businesses that I'm working with, just so it can give you some bit of light. But then if you don't even have a social media page, for example, it becomes very difficult for us to work together as far as planning a strategy is concerned. But I'm willing to do this for you if we haven't done it already. So feel free to reach out to me and I will be your plug. I will definitely plug you on this strategy that I'm creating for all the businesses that we're working with. So when you're planning a digital marketing strategy, some of the things you need to put in mind is look at your end goal, try and see what are you trying to achieve, what is the objective for this strategy, right? What are you trying to get at the end of the day? So there's a question here that says, what type of marketing have you used previously? Marketing basically is um, making people aware of your product or your service and having them subscribe to it. So subscribing to it means either they come and become customers or they know about it and can recommend it to other people. So that's what marketing is about. So I if you're looking at this screen, you almost feel if there are things you recognize on this screen, then you are probably a millennial and not a generation Z, right? Because most of the things here used to make sense a long time ago. Like a good example is we are getting into a political season here in Kenya, and it's interesting to see how 2 meters from where you're on a road and you drive for 2 meters and you see I don't sound biased, but you see billboards of people, different political parties vying for different seats. And Nairobi seems to be very hot because hey, the people who are vying for the senatorial and gubernatorial seat are so many. So you keep seeing billboards, and the only reason for this billboard is not necessary. It doesn't mean that just because someone put a billboard they will be voted for. They're trying to make people know them, right? There's some people who are vying for senate that you don't even know, right? So that was the traditional form of marketing. So we had newspapers and magazines when I was in high school. I was in high school not very many years ago, and we used to have this magazine that used to be called, was it the Insider? I think that will give an idea of people will start guessing my age, but it is okay. It is I'm proud and young. So the Insider magazine, that magazine used to have all the things that we could ever imagine or think of. So we used to go and cut them out, and we'd have lyrics inside there that we would put out and stick in our books or in our very very creative sections of our lives. So we used to have newspapers and magazines. We still have newspapers around. And the last time we met at 680, I remember asking you guys, how many of you still buy newspapers? And in the room, there was so much silence. There's so much silence. And I was like, hey, you guys, you don't buy newspapers. So that already tells you that the traditional ways of marketing are not necessarily working the same like they used to work before. Then we also have TV. TV is interesting because, to be honest, I can't remember the last time I watched, say, our local channels, maybe. And I might be a little bit embarrassed to say this, but so I don't watch news mostly because I get home either past the news, or if it's before the news, I'm in bed before the news start. So if that's the case, I'm probably missing out on all the advertising that there is in between. Uh, if I'm missing out on all this advertising that happens, then what that tells me is, me as a person, I have not been reached by a message, say a company or a brand is trying to pass across through these three methods. But now we have all these things that have now been reflected on the digital world, so that we have e-newspapers these days, so that you scroll, guys like Tuko News, right? These people have just brought the newspaper to us online, so that we have highlights, 10 things about Ali, number 15 will shock you, and you're there, clicking on it, going to look for this number 15 that will shock you, yet they said 10 things. Then we have billboards, online billboards, where you scroll and you have these photos of advertising companies or brands or makeup companies, putting online billboards, which is something also you can do for your business. Then TV has now sort of been replaced by things like YouTube, podcasts, and even uh, people putting together content online, social media. So on Instagram, we have things like Insta stories and Insta. What are those called? They're called. Just a second. Let me confirm that, because those videos, those long videos that people. They're not Insta stories. They're called. We have reels, but there's something else I'm looking for, guys. That they're called. Let me just look at it. So these are reels, and then these are just like long videos that people post. Anyway, I can't quite remember the name. That tells you I haven't been on Instagram in a minute, but not to take away from what we are trying to say. So let me just try and show you the videos I'm talking about. So I don't know whether you guys will be able to see. So let me just go back here so that I make sure you can see it well. So you see, this is like somebody's Instagram account, and these videos right here, they are slightly longer than the preferred videos. So that means it takes a longer time for you to watch it, as opposed to the Insta stories that are just 15 seconds. So you find like things like TV have now been transferred to be represented by these other elements of video. So with that, you have to also think about how your brand is affected by all these changes. Then the digital marketing bit, I think I've already sort of covered that. We have things like the search ads, which sort of replace the text or the newspaper bit, which is here, search ads and display ads. We have video ads, which sort of displace the need for TV, and magazines have been replaced by things like the display ads, right? So that's how the digital world and the traditional world of marketing have transitioned from one to the other. So, what is digital versus traditional marketing? For digital, it has a lower cost. Why do we say this? Because you only need a phone. Sorry, you only need a phone and internet. Even right now, if you take 20 bob, you buy 1 GB for 1 hour, you have come for the session. You don't need, to spend tons of money to attend the session today. So that's a hack. Next time you're coming for a session, So next Thursday we won't have it because we will obviously be at our physical meeting. But the Thursday after, when you're coming for a session, just make sure you have 20 bob in your phone as airtime. Go and buy data deals 1 hour. You'll be set. You'll be set for life. So digital marketing tends to have a lower cost than traditional marketing. Something like a billboard will cost people up to millions of shillings to put up. And that's just the charge for the company that is putting it up for you. You have not counted the production cost. You'll pay a photographer to take a good photo so that it can, or you pay a designer to make a nice design that will go into what the billboard will become. So traditional marketing is honestly quite expensive. And then digital marketing is more interactive and engaging. So that means you can be able to get feedback from the people that you're talking to. TV, even if you're upset at the person who's doing the ad, like I remember, I don't know whether I should use this example, but let me just use it. I remember this ad for Jimmy Gatu for AIDS. You guys remember it? Where he used to come and say, "Hey, auntie," that thing. That thing it used to rub some people the wrong way, and because it used to do that, those people, you just see somebody storming off of a sitting room, and you're thinking, Kwani, is that ad targeting you? Are you feeling triggered? So with such, Jimmy Gato is not able to see that reaction. Whoever is in charge of that ad on TV is not able to see reaction or get feedback. But on social media, if I put something like that on the comment section, instantly I'll be able to get comments. Just the other day, some famous influencer and her person, they broke up, yeah. And the lady involved put it on Instagram. It was on Sunday, I think, and she was like, "I'm single and it's okay, blah blah blah." And she was just announcing that finally she's single. And let me tell you, the comment section was full. People came for her. Some were like, "We knew it. We knew it was not gonna last. Karma has come to haunt you." Others are like, "Oh, I'm really, really sorry." So she's able to elicit all these forms of reaction, and then now, based on what she wanted, maybe it was strategic, so that now, based on what she received as feedback, she's able to act upon it and deliver. So it's interactive and engaging. That's what I'm trying to say, as opposed to traditional marketing. Then we have high return on the investment. Hmm. So guys, I know some of you will argue with me here, and some of you will want to come and say, but honestly speaking, digital marketing has a better return on investment as opposed to traditional marketing. You see, the thing about traditional market, why does Coca-Cola still advertise? You guys know Coca-Cola, right? You know the company of Coca-Cola. Like, it's not like that you don't know Coca-Cola is a company that makes sodas, but why are they constantly advertising on TV? Why? That's a question to ask yourself. It's because they need to keep themselves relevant. They need to keep providing us with new concepts or new energies, so that every time, like, honestly, me, I might just be sitting at home and I was not even thinking about Coca-Cola, and then I see an ad, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I haven't had Coke in a month. Then now I go and buy Coca-Cola. If they were not advertising, I would probably not have bought it. But that's why they need to do it. And you see, the results for them are short term, because you find that they'll advertise consistently, say for 3 months, and it's very expensive, remember. So by the time they're recovering, from this huge millions that they have spent, say, on TV, they need a break or a breather. Then they come back again, and then they do it over and over. And then you see, I won't buy Coca-Cola every time I see the ad. You also get that bit, yeah. But with social media, it has a different effect on people. So that somebody sitting in the office, and then I run a promo. Just today I was seeing something. KFC was selling um, two pieces of chicken, fries, and this drink called a crusher at 450. Ideally, that crusher itself is just 300. Then a street rice, two pieces of chicken and fries is normally, how much is it? How much is it, guys? I don't know. 350, if I'm not wrong. So 350 plus 300, that's usually 650. But here I am being given a 200 shilling discount. Chances are I will buy it. Or sometimes they pair it with, you know, a drink, a soda. So you find that as a company, as KFC, they're making money and their things are being sold because they're constantly giving people incentives and they're interacting with people in ways that continuously cause them to buy all the time. So there's that bit to it. Then digital marketing is somehow easier to measure, because if I'm running, say, a Google ad, I'm able to come and tell you, hey, your business performed like this. Out of, you spent 50,000 on this 50,000, you got 1 million impressions. On this 1 million impressions, you had half a million clicks. So you're able to make it granular. And then even after that clicks, you can say, out of these people who clicked, these are the people who went to the call button, these are the people who went to the directions, if it was GMB, and then requested for directions, these are the people who messaged you. So you're sort of able to track. And even when you think about it and you say, um, last month I had better business. Why? Because I did this and this and this and that. So because you're able to measure and track it properly, it becomes easier even for you to invest further in it. Billboards, though, does somebody stand outside a billboard and look how many people passed here today? How many people saw this billboard? It's very hard. It's really very hard for people to measure how many people saw an ad on TV. It's really difficult to know that, yeah. But with digital marketing, it's somehow easier, because you're able to see how many people liked my video, how many people liked my photo, how many people commented, how many people were reached by this, yeah. So it's easy to measure. Then lastly, we have spreads fast and wide, because you're using gadgets, phones, laptops. So it's instant. I put a post today on Instagram. Literally, actually, I'm going to put one today. So if I put one, within the minute that I have put it, it is there. So let's say if I was in Sarit Center, I have gone to play bowling. Bowling, the game, yeah. And then I take a video and I'm like, hey guys, I'm at Sarit Center. I'm bowling. You guys, I think in another life I should have been an influencer, but here I am influencing you guys on digital. So that's still okay as well. So I go there and I'm posting and I'm like, I'm doing this and this and this and this and that. Instantly, people are able to get that information. As long as they're on their gadgets and they're looking at it, they're able to get that information. Traditional marketing, on the other hand, it is timed. So if say Safaricom are running an ad at 9:15, just or 8:50, just before prime time, if it runs at that time, that's it. Like it until the next time that it has been scheduled to run. So it's kind of restrictive, if I can put it. But with digital, whatever time is time for action, it is time for action, and you play and you move on and you go on. And then digital marketing here is a con, can be time consuming. Let me tell you guys, content creation is a sport. You require to do it. It can be very relentless. So when you're actually doing it for your business, you gain a new respect for content creators, because they take so much time and it's so much work. So in as much as it's time consuming, but it's also having advantages that I have mentioned on the other hand, sorry. Yeah, so that's that about the differences. Some of the types of digital marketing, and just go over them very quick. We have the search engine marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, sorry, display marketing, content marketing, and then email or SMS marketing. Uh, we have some data here for Google Ads. They say 87.3% of searches are conducted on Google. Let me tell you guys, even now when people are making jokes and memes, yeah, about uh, you ask an obvious question and they tell you go to Google, something like that. So Google is, like, you people don't know that Google is a company and it's a product on its own. People think Google is, I don't know. People just think Google is, I don't know what. But we have other search engines like Bing. We have Opera Mini. So we have very many other search engines that people can use, but Google seems more user friendly, and it's honestly nice to use, and the way they have created their product is very nice. So that if I search for something, I can go to the images bit, videos bit, like I can make it granular the way I desire. And then they say 63% of people have clicked on a Google ad. So they saw an ad from Google and they clicked on it, and it led them to the relevant pages that they were looking for. So I don't want to get into this part of signing up for Google Ads, because I mean, um, these are things we will continue to talk about over and over. So of course you need to create a Google account, go to the campaign area and start creating a new campaign. So how you do that is that you create a goal, you share your goals for that campaign, decide where you want to advertise, create your message, put a budget, and then you're able to go live. So allow me to just sort of move to the next part. Okay, I saw something blinking, so I was a bit distressed because I thought you guys had lost me. So let me just share the next part, which is social media. But before that, do you have any questions? Let me look at the comment section. Winnie is saying for you to fill the attendance sheet. She has shared the form there. I will also share it on WhatsApp just after this session so that you guys can sign up. And then I have Eric Odhiambo. Eric, you're just entering for me, right? You're saying what were buzz na insider. We are those people. If you know you used, my god, bars. I remember bars. And then you guys remember when Pulse came out, the magazine. Hey, life was good. Life was good those days. I remember those days were the days where my parents used to give me 50 shillings in the morning, and I'd go and buy milk, eggs, and then queen cakes were two bob and 50 cents. Guys, queen cakes were 2 bob and 50 cents. Now one queen cake can go up to 100 shillings, surely. Surely. Hey, life has really changed. So yeah, we are the generation of Buzz and Insider magazine. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Naomi. I see you right there. So let me just pause. I don't know if we have questions, even as I finish up the last part of our presentation. Any questions, guys? Feel free to share with me some of your thoughts and what you're learning also from this session today. I know today's session has been more, how will I put it, more comparative, right? So that I'm trying to show you why this direction we are going with, even the launchpad situation is important for us, so that you know why you are in the launchpad program and not, say, any other space or any other place where you could be. Yeah. So just let me take this. Okay. I just needed to take some information here so that we can move on. So, onto the last part, leveraging on social media channels and email marketing. Which social media channels does your business use? I'm curious to know that, but you guys have answered this question over and over. So, I will, not go so much into you responding to it again. But social media channels, I mentioned them when you were starting, the Facebooks, the LinkedIn, the Twitter, the Instagrams. Those are some of the platforms that are available. So, how social media can help grow your business? Number one, it helps you to generate more sales. Why? Why? I'd like to explain this. I don't know if we have that explanation, but let me just explain these 3 points very quickly and also try and go deeper a bit. How does social media make you create more sales? So you've opened a shop or you've opened a business, and then you want to generate more sales. How do you generate more sales? Number one, Sorry, guys. Again, that internet did that thing again. A million apologies. Uh, I'm so sorry. Mm. So let me just share my screen one more time for the last time, hopefully, so that we can just finish up what we were discussing earlier. So I was trying to explain how sales are generated, yeah, on social media. So when you open a business, you have just you only the people who you have told no. So now you want to get into a space where you are creating awareness for your business, and the more you create awareness, the more you define the kind of people that buy into the thing you have created as a business, or the product or the service that you have created, and you're able to keep people coming. Why do you buy things where you buy? There's a reason. Somebody made you aware. It might have been on social media, it might have been by word of mouth, but somehow you have to get yourself known. So in the process of you creating awareness and getting yourself known, and I think we've talked about the sales funnel before. So just from the awareness bit, which is the top of the sales funnel, all the way to making a sale or making somebody a permanent customer, for example, that in itself is um, an opportunity for you to generate more sales for your business. So that's how it works. Then add value to your brand. When you have a presence online, it's like magic. It's ridiculous. You go to brands sometimes, and you say you want to work with them, and you're not even on social media. They're like, so now how will you measure what we've done together? So being on social media is so much helpful because it makes people prefer it adds more value to your brand. So say you are good example. Let's just check now. I don't know. I'm curious to know how many followers the Coca-Cola company has, for example, on Instagram. So let's see, Coca-Cola Africa. Yeah, look at that. They have about 60,000 people. So they don't necessarily need it. They don't need like a huge following because somehow they they already have that going for them. But it's still an important part of building the brand. So that's why they keep it there. So let's just even see. The last time Coca-Cola posted, Coca-Cola Africa, was on Valentine's Day. That's the last post they did. So you see, their goal is not so much to to get 100 million followers, because they already have like a critical mass, but it adds value to them if they are also having a presence online. Then it improves your marketing. I think it goes without saying, it improves how you diversify yourself, how you communicate, and how you share information to other people about your business. So we have organic social media versus paid social media. I want to show you. So organic is the one where you don't have to spend anything. You just have to create and post. Then paid is where you spend money for social media. I know some of you have been asking me about Facebook ads and whatnot and whatnot. I have realized painfully so that sometimes these ads don't work the way we want them to work, because you see, these companies are also businesses trying to create or to even make income for themselves. So until you are certain that this is exactly what you're looking for, so a platform say like Facebook and Instagram, it really helps when you're creating ads. It really helps with creating awareness and reach. But if you're looking for a sale, it might not come with that channel. So you have to diversify and break it down and see, if I'm going to spend 5,000 on doing an ad, can I spend this 5,000 differently? Yes, still digitally, but differently, to get me more results than just reach. So those are some of the things we can always have conversations about. I don't want to get into it because I can go on and on, but here are the differences between organic and paid. With organic, it is free. With paid, you pay for views or for actions or for clicks. Yeah. So these actions can be, say, visiting your website. So you're probably trying to create um, you're trying to get reach to your website, yeah. So for that action, you have to pay for it. Then with organic, you will only reach your followers and their friends. So like right now, I have 1,000 and what, 1,000 and something followers on Instagram. So when I put a post, my followers, my 1,000 followers and their friends are the only people who are more likely to see it. But if I boost it here means I pay. If if I pay for it, I have the potential to reach people who probably don't even know me or follow me yet. So that's the advantage. So if you're looking for reach, if you're looking to expand your followership or something like that, then you probably can go that direction of paying for advertising. Then how to get started with social media marketing? One, identify your target audience. I've talked about this over and over and over. If you do not know whom you're speaking to, you're missing it. You're missing it completely. So you need to know, I am a business. Whom am I selling to? 30-year-old men between this um, uh, who live in this area, who do this kind of jobs, who earn this kind of money. And the good thing about social media is that it can help you break that down. So always be ready to identify your target market. Do not be afraid to be as specific as it can get, so that you are always talking to the right people. The number two, choose your social channels. Those are some of the platforms available. So be sure to pick a platform that you know your audience are more likely to be found. Your target audience is more likely to be found. Then post engaging content regularly. I had a conversation with someone, I won't say who, and we were creating content together for her page. And I told her, I shot about 10 videos with her, and I was telling her, this is content enough for a week. And she looked at me, she's like, only a week? 10 videos a week? Me, I think we can do once a week, so those will be 10 weeks. Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how, but regularly sometimes could mean, depending on your business, it could even mean every 3 4 hours. So you need to be ready to put in the work. Me, I will provide you with a strategy and sort of a direction for you to go, but you will need to, put your end of the bargain, because if I give you the breakdown, then it helps you to know on Mondays this is what I'll be posting. So even if you are in the middle, even if it's a Thursday and you see content that will be good for your Monday and you capture it, then on Monday you are not struggling looking for what to put out. So post engaging content regularly. These ones we can get into discussions with you on a personal level. Let me know. We can even organize for group sessions where we can do like 5 or 6 of you. We organize a day, you come to the office, or we meet somewhere, and I can take you through. If you Okay, I don't encourage that, but if you need me to visit you, say at your location, and we can create some content together, I'm also willing to show you and help you how to do that as well. Yeah, but don't overwhelm me. Let's just moderate it properly, so that we all benefit, um, as far as this is concerned, so that I give you value, I give you my time, and you give me um, results. Here means I want to see your social media pages booming. I want to see them working. Yeah, so so this part here, I hope it's very clear how you can get started on social media marketing. Then now we'll jump to email marketing. You guys have seen in your websites, most of you, the ones who you guys have gotten, at the contact us page, you have a form. So you see this form, when people fill that form, it goes to your email. So that's an opportunity for you to collect that data, the emails that people are sending you, and you can even use that as an opportunity to do email marketing. So here's how email marketing can help your business. You get started by selecting the email platform you want to use. I have used MailChimp before, and when I first started using MailChimp, I thought it was very hard. I was just like, no, what is this? But where I was at the time required me to really master how to use it, which I did. So I have used MailChimp before, and now I can say that I find it very easy to use. So it's a platform where you can import all the emails. So you have a place like an Excel sheet where you collect all the data, all the emails that you have. So you can have even up to 5 million. So you see, you don't want to go to your Excel sheet or your Word document and copy, then come and paste, then send the email. You want to send this email all at once. So MailChimp allows you to customize the email, so that the email will go as somebody's receiving it. It says, dear so and so, like it's very personalized to their name. So you're able to make those settings on MailChimp, and you're able to send those emails as well. Then build a list of relevant contacts. Again, with the same MailChimp, you're able to put them into segments and categories. So you can say, these ones I'll be talking to them about webinars only, these ones I'll be talking about promos, these ones I'll be talking about this kind of products. So you're able to segment your audience and send relevant information to them at all times. And then it goes without saying that you need to create useful and relevant content. So, for example, you guys receive newsletters from us every month. So for us, for you, those newsletters are important because it gives you an overview of where we are and what we're doing so far. So how we do that is we also use email marketing to do that and share that information with you. So some tips for email marketing would be: one, segment and group the list of relevant content. Then number two, keep it simple and test send every two or three devices. I have something to say about this. uh, when you're sending emails, someone might receive it in their mobile phone, another person might receive it in a tablet, another person might receive it in a laptop. So the good thing about a tool like Mailchimp is that it allows you to send a test even to yourself, so that you see how does it appear on a phone, how does it appear on a tab, how does it appear on a laptop, so that somebody is not receiving an email and they're looking at it and maybe it has an error that you could have so easily corrected if you just sent a test mail. So before you do any email marketing campaign, especially for large groups of people, test it first. I've ever sent an email. This was a funny story. It's not fun. Then it was not funny, but now I can look at it and say it was funny. I sent an email. Guys were attending a webinar somewhere, and I was doing the mass emails to them to remind them. And guys, I put the wrong date. Hey, guys, I almost got fired because I put the wrong date. So test, check, ask somebody to counter check, ask your team member or your partner to counter check before you send, so that you make sure all the details are okay. Then lastly, measure the open and click rate to optimize campaigns. So again, the tool like MailChimp allows you to see you sent 5 million emails. Out of these 5 million emails, how many were opened? It gives you that data. How many people, uh, what was the click rate? Click rate here means, people clicked on the links that you provided, say, in that email, where did they go, etc. So it gives you their journey, and you're able to make sure that as the more you do the email campaigns, you can optimize your email or your campaign to make sure that people find it more interesting and relatable even as they interact with it. So at this point, again, I'd like to pause for questions. I think we have spoken for long. Uh, Okay, there's a language there that I do not understand, so I will not attempt to try it. But I think we've reached the tail end of our session, ladies and gentlemen. So if there are no questions, I'd just like to share with you some of the things that you can use as resources, even as you look towards utilizing some of the things that I've shared today. So Winnie will share with you this link: learndigital.withgoogle.com /digital skills /courses. So maybe you're thinking, where can I get the presentation that Aline has shared? If you click on that link, you should be able to get material. It might not be the same, but you should be able to get material that will guide you of this particular topic that we have discussed today. So my moderator Winnie will be sharing with you that link in the chat section, and please feel free to use it. Feel free to go there and learn more. If you have questions after you've gone there, please feel free to reach me and I will be able to answer. Then you can also find us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So for us, those are the platforms that work for us. I'm not sure, I don't think we're on TikTok, but these three seem to be working well for us. So on Facebook, we are facebook.com /digital skills for Africa. Then on Twitter, we are Digital Skills AF, and in Instagram, we are also Digital Skills AF. So please follow us. Let us know what you like most about our content, which places can we increase or improve on, what are some of the things you'd like us to talk about. Follow us and let's engage more there. So thank you so much, guys, for your time. It was such a pleasure to take you through today's topic. I hope you're able to pick a thing or two of where you can improve your business and use the digital marketing tools, as well as social media to grow your business. So feel free to reach me if you have any questions, if you have any clarifications that you need me to make. I'll be ready and able to do that for you. Until next time, I was your host, Aline Ayira, and I was assisted and supported by moderator Winnie. So let me see a few goodbyes before I leave. Let me see you guys sharing with me your goodbyes. Yeah, so thank you guys. This was fun. This was awesome. As always, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. just before it close, I've seen a question: can you do a session on Google Analytics? Absolutely, Eric. We can find a way to schedule one and do it together. I know Google. We have actually a topic that talks about seeing the what's it called? It's called use insights. Yeah, it's about the insights. So absolutely, we should be able to do a session on that as well. So just keep yourself posted and updated on the groups where I'll be posting what topic we are doing. So I'll keep that in mind. I'll make sure we have it as soon as possible. Thank you, Eric, for that comment. So yeah, guys, until next time, see ya.